Right now, your heart is producing measurable electricity. Your thoughts are lightning storms inside a skull of bone. And when you touch something, atoms exchange charge. You don't just use electricity, you are electricity. Every cell in your body separates charge across its membrane. That separation, a tiny difference of about 70 millivolts, is what biologists call the resting potential. It's small, yet multiplied by trillions of cells, it makes you a walking power grid.
So basically, I'm a AAA battery with attitude.
More like a biocapacitor with sass. But yes, technically correct.
The difference in charge allows neurons to propagate action potentials, converting chemistry into current. It costs energy, about 1/3 of your ATP budget per day.
Scientists once thought electricity was just a signal. Now, they suspect it may be a language of its own, telling cells where to grow, how to heal, even when to remember. Your body isn't a machine with wires. It's a network of voltages.
Translation, I'm charged up, literally and emotionally.
Exactly, and that emotion might be electrical too. Before a race, a sprinter feels a tingle in every limb. That's not just adrenaline. It's the nervous system priming muscles with electrical charge. A guitarist in winter feels shocks when touching the mic. Different kind of electricity, same principle. Charge is everywhere.
Been there. Nothing kills a high note like a spark to the lip.
If cells act like batteries, could the entire body store and release energy as one system? Could our emotions, our memories, our healing be shaped by voltage patterns we can't see?
Hypothesis. Voltage gradients form invisible maps that guide biological organization.
Let's open the body's power grid. Your heart isn't just a pump. It's the body's loudest electrical voice. Each contraction begins with a spark from the sinoatrial node, the natural pacemaker. That pulse travels through cardiac tissue like a wave through water.
At rest, the heart generates roughly 1 millivolt per cell. Multiplied by billions, its field can be detected at the skin's surface.
So my chest is basically a subwoofer with feelings.
Exactly. A rhythm section powered by ions. Every beat radiates a small electromagnetic field, a quiet broadcast your cells hear. That field can synchronize other cells, even your brain waves, in subtle ways. Your neurons speak through electrical spikes called action potentials. They race down insulated fibers, myelin, at speeds over 100 meters per second. Every thought you've ever had is electricity choosing a path.
So technically, gossip is just lightning with opinions.
I can't disprove that.
Each neuron fires only when its voltage crosses -55 millivolts. It is a binary decision, a quantum moment between silence and spark.
Trillions of these sparks form your perception of this sentence. Electricity is thinking you. When you move, calcium ions rush into muscle cells. They free actin and myosin to slide past each other. A tiny electromechanical dance. Every step, every blink is current made visible.
So when I dance, I'm basically a light show.
Precisely. A spectacularly inefficient one.
Electric potential regulates force output. Fatigue is the system protecting itself from overcurrent.
Your skin is wired too. Pressure, heat, and texture become electrical signals before your brain ever interprets them. It's a living interface, a biosensor with a soul.
No wonder I get static when I hug people.
That's different, but cute theory.
Each square centimeter of skin contains up to 3,000 sensory receptors, all transducing mechanical energy into ionic current.
Every system, heart, brain, muscle, skin, feeds into a larger electrical conversation. It's not chaos, it's coordination, a power grid inside you.
Do we pay a utility bill for this?
Yes, it's called calories.
Energy intake maintains electrochemical gradients. Without them, life ceases within seconds.
From heartbeat to thought, from touch to memory, the language is current, and the grammar is voltage. You're a miniature planet of storms and signals. And like Earth, your currents create life itself.
Remind me to unplug before bed.
You don't need to. You recharge in your sleep. If every cell carries a tiny voltage, where is the battery that stores it all? The answer isn't in one place. It's in every membrane. Your cell wall acts like a capacitor, a thin layer separating positive and negative charges, holding potential until the moment of release. Inside each mitochondrion, protons collect like coins in a vault, a chemical charge that powers life itself.
Each mitochondrion maintains a proton gradient of about 150 millivolts across its inner membrane. That gradient drives ATP synthesis, your currency of energy.
So my mitochondria are like a bunch of tiny bankers keeping me solvent.
Exactly, and overdraft fees are called fatigue. You're not one battery, you're trillions of micro batteries discharging and recharging in rhythm. There's another layer, fascia, the connective tissue weaving through every muscle and organ. It's made largely of collagen, a molecule that's piezoelectric. That means it generates small electrical charges when stretched or compressed.
So yoga is basically charging the human battery.
Not quite plugging into the wall, but close.
Mechanical deformation of collagen produces currents measurable in the microvolt range. They influence cellular orientation and repair.
It's movement as electricity. Your body hums quietly every time you breathe, bend, or hug someone. Even your bones respond to charge. When you walk, the stress of each step sends piezoelectric currents through bone. Those tiny signals guide cells called osteoblasts, builders that reinforce areas under load.
So my skeleton's doing electrical renovations while I'm grocery shopping? Love that for me.
Exactly. Weight-bearing movement is like sending a build here email to your bones.
Absence of mechanical stress reduces current flow and weakens bone density over time.
Electricity, not just calcium, sculpts your frame. Deep inside, another rhythm hums, the gut's electrical waves. Special cells, called the interstitial cells of Cajal, act like pacemakers for digestion. They create slow electric ripples that push food through the body.
So my stomach literally has a vibe.
Yes, and it's usually 3 cycles per minute.
Disruptions to this rhythm can produce discomfort or nausea, a phenomenon known as gastric dysrhythmia.
That explains why anxiety can twist your stomach. Emotion and electricity intertwined.
So when I say I feel it in my gut, I'm not being dramatic.
For once, you're literally right. Skin itself holds voltage. Across its layers, ions create what scientists call a transepithelial potential, a measurable field at the surface. When the skin is wounded, that field changes, guiding repair cells like a beacon.
At the wound's edge, current flows inward at 100 microamperes per square centimeter, nature's repair code.
Basically, your cut says, "Come fix me," in Morse code.
Exactly. And when it heals, the voltage resets. Every scar tells an electrical story. Fascia stretches, bones vibrate, the gut pulses, skin glows, all sending signals, all storing charge. We are not powered by electricity. We are organized by it.
That explains why I short circuit in traffic.
That's emotional voltage, not physical, though the science might blur.
Correlations exist between emotional state and physiological potential. However, causation remains unproven.
In other words, feelings are sparks we haven't yet measured. When skin breaks, voltage breaks with it. The moment of injury sets off an invisible current, ions rushing toward the wound's center. That microflow becomes a beacon, drawing repair cells like fireflies to light.
This is galvanotaxis, directional cell migration guided by electric fields. At roughly 100 microamperes per square centimeter, the field defines the healing axis.
So even my paper cuts have Wi-Fi.
Low-speed Wi-Fi, but yes, your body signals "fix me" in electric language. When the gap closes, the signal quietly turns off. Reset complete. Modern medicine has learned to borrow this language. Pacemakers, defibrillators, and nerve stimulators don't just zap. They speak in currents the body understands.
So technology is finally texting our cells back.
Correct. Targeted electrical modulation can restore rhythm or silence pain without chemical drugs. The body listens to current more clearly than to molecules.
Electricity as therapy is ancient. The Romans used electric fish for pain relief, but now we understand the code behind the spark. Every memory you keep is an electrical pattern that refuses to fade. When neurons fire together often enough, their connection strengthens. A phenomenon called long-term potentiation.
Repeated voltage activity increases ion channel sensitivity and protein synthesis. Electricity literally builds structure.
So practice makes current.
Exactly. Skill is electric memory with muscle attached. When you sleep, those circuits replay silently, a midnight rehearsal to lock the signal in place. Emotions aren't abstract. They ripple through the body as changes in voltage. Heart rate variability, skin conductance, and brain waves shift with every feeling.
When I'm anxious, my chest buzzes. It's like I'm holding a phone on vibrate.
That's your nervous system broadcasting stress. And when you laugh, the frequency changes.
Laughter increases parasympathetic tone and stabilizes electrical rhythms in the heart. Humans literally hum in harmony when happy.
Expectation alone can change voltage. When you believe something will help, the brain modifies its own signals to match that story. That's the science of placebo, belief as bioelectric design.
So hope is basically a software update.
Accurate. Belief alters neural firing and autonomic balance without external stimulation.
It doesn't mean mind over matter. It's mind and matter, linked by charge. Healing, memory, emotion, they share a grammar of electricity. Every spark you've ever felt, every tear, every idea rides the same current.
So basically, we're emotional Tesla coils.
Beautifully chaotic ones.
Life is charge held in temporary order. To be alive is to balance between spark and silence.
Your body heals through current. remembers through current, feels through current. And somehow, within those sparks, you find yourself.
Yes, I'm finally fully charged.
Until you skip sleep again.
Then we recharge, always. Every heartbeat, every breath, every blink draws from a finite charge. We lose it in noise, reclaim it in rhythm. You don't need a plug, just presence.
So my morning coffee is basically jumper cables.
More like a spark plug, but the real charge comes from balance. Sleep is your nightly power down. Neurons replay patterns, clear static, and reset voltage thresholds. Without it, circuits misfire.
7 to 9 hours allows ionic equilibrium to reestablish. Dreaming is electrical defragmentation.
So naps are firmware updates. I'm ahead of schedule.
Motion charges you. Each step bends fascia, compresses bone, shifts ions. Your muscles aren't just moving, they're generating.
Mechanical strain maintains voltage distribution. Stagnation reduces signal clarity.
Translation: move it or lose the Wi-Fi bars.
When you breathe slowly, you tune your inner frequency. Each exhale increases parasympathetic current, the calm circuit.
Heart rate variability improves. Voltage noise decreases. Silence becomes measurable.
Finally, proof my meditation app isn't just vibes.
Light programs your internal clock. Morning sun tells your body when to fire, when to rest. Your eyes are sensors connected directly to your hypothalamic circuit.
Exposure within 2 hours of waking stabilizes melatonin release and voltage rhythm.
Translation: touch grass, but before noon.
Fluids and electrolytes carry the current. They're not hype, they're hardware. Without them, signals slow, fatigue whispers louder.
Balanced intake preserves conductivity. Excess or deficit both distort the waveform of health.
So basically, water is Wi-Fi for the soul.
Connection recharges us. Skin-to-skin contact lowers resistance. Literally. Empathy has an electrical signature.
Oxytocin release aligns cardiac and cortical rhythms between individuals. Voltage coherence increases.
No wonder hugs feel like battery swaps.
You don't need crystals, machines, or slogans. Your body is the device. Breathe, move, sleep, connect, and the current returns on its own.
Simple science, complicated humans.
Yet elegant. Self-charging biology.
Electricity powers the planet and every cell inside you. The same laws that move storms move hearts. You're not wired. You're alive with voltage.
Life is the most efficient circuit ever built. Its failure mode is silence.
So keep buzzing, baby.
Stay curious. Stay charged. We'll see you in the next mystery.